Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday, 23rd of September. Nice out there this morning. Bit chilly to start off with, and you can see the reason for that: clear skies, the sort of unstable trough lines and showers went through yesterday afternoon, evening, died out, and we're beginning to get a ridge of high pressure. This is overnight. You can see it heading towards us, and then by midday we're under this ridge, and it is just a faint ridge that's moving fairly quickly, and the frontal systems out here going to begin to show their hand later in the day. I think we're going to miss any rain from that tomorrow as well, but you're in a southwesterly flow effectively with the jet stream running down and around here. But you can see there's quite a large spacing in the isobars, so the winds are fairly light today. Tomorrow we get into a fresher southwesterly. The low pressure is not really moving very much, so it actually appears to be feeding the fronts across the northern part of England rather than us. Okay, so TAFs, pretty short, which is good news. Light westerly, 8-10 knots, probably similar to the yesterday. Few at 4,000 feet. That's what we want to hear. Let's see. Upper winds, 10 to 15 knots round us and centre of the country, and that's that sort of southwesterly flow you can see up through here, 230, 240. Not particularly strong even at sort of 25,000 feet. So it means that the sort of what we see in the upper cloud is not sort of going to come at us at huge speed. I'm going to show you both the visual satellite picture. You can see quite clear at the moment, sort of 8:30, nothing over us. If you look at the infrared, you can pick out the high cloud out here, and that's the stuff that's going to start to show its hand this afternoon, really start to come in and kill things from the west, perhaps a little bit earlier than ideal. Temperature wise, so 17 degrees around here, maybe 18 degrees, warm and pleasant for this time of year. And dew points currently they're around about 7, so dew points down at 5 to 6. It's quite a reasonable temperature spread, and we're just seeing that the dew points may change a little bit later in the day. So this is this is the sort of midday 1 o'clock sounding, and that actually looks quite reasonable. If you sort of plug in the temperature of around about 16 degrees, dew points 6, yeah, you get about 4,000 foot cloud base above sea level, and cloud tops about 5.5. Bit of an inversion there, so then maybe touches are spread out just in places. And then as the afternoon wears on a little bit, as things hopefully dry out a little bit more, should see 4.5. Maybe not here, I think further to the north and east probably. And then by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, starting to see more cloud in this area here. So it's deteriorating, I think, from the west towards us. I suspect it'd still be soarable at 4 o'clock here, 3,500 foot cloud base. But they're starting to pick up the cloud here, the upper cloud. And again by 6 o'clock, deteriorating here. So top meteo pick that up in the same way. suggesting we're going to start to see cumulus probably sometime around 11 o'clock. They're suggesting here between 10 and 11. I would have thought usable from gone 11, and then quite nice 4 to 6/8 by the looks of it by midday 1 o'clock, and then this upper cloud starting to show its hand in the west of England. Really a change in air mass as the afternoon wears on. So by sort of 3, 4 o'clock, beginning to deteriorate from the west, as you can see here. Then by 5 o'clock, it's probably done. I would have thought soaring will be over. Thermals, say, hopefully starting that's 11 o'clock. Hopefully by 12 o'clock, going to 3,000 feet. And then from then on, getting better, 1,400 meters in early afternoon, out to the north and northeast, similar sort of 3,500 feet. And by sort of 2, 3 o'clock, still okay around the Lasham area and okay out towards Oxford and that way, suggesting. But from the west, things beginning to deteriorate. So by 4 o'clock, they're suggesting not quite so good here. Still okay in East Anglia. And by 5 o'clock, things pretty much beginning to be done. So a shorter window than ideal because of the change in air mass and the cloud coming in from the west. Okay, PFD for today. Remember, it is mid to late September. 18-meter PFD suggests a couple of 100k. 300k, maybe a little bit more. Out to the northeast. The suggestion is don't go west. Right, so yeah, pleasant day, good for cross country, good for training, and good for soaring. On to airspace. So not a lot locally to us. Restricted area down over the Solent. Not that anybody's going to go down that way in a glider. If you do in a motor glider, check that out. The restricted airspace and Butler Britain Memorial fly past. Number 16, nothing to worry about. It's Tim Dews doing pyrotechnic aerobatics in the evening. It's mainly up here. Lots of Butler Britain Memorial fly past, paragliding, and the only one of note really is tucked in here, number 30, aerobatics at Sywell, an air display from 11 o'clock till 1700 hours. And that really is about it. There's parachuting up at Leicester, but that's very late afternoon. Nothing else up there particularly to worry about. So very light on NOTAMs. Jet movements, yeah, unfortunately we've got one today. Current flight plan is 12:50 for departure 737. So with that in mind, we're going to go on runway 27, and cross-country pilots, please form a grid, because it could well be that we're still launching you at sort of 12:30, 1 o'clock. We don't want to have to clear the runway, have a load of private gliders. So form a grid on the north side, normal place, opposite the second caravan roadway. And we've got 3 or 4 tug pilots sorted with tugs today, so should get you launched fairly quickly. Okay, folks, I'll see you out there. So we'll set up on 27 in the normal place.